Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Saxony. We're going for a custom-made Saxon Federation achievement. We have a bunch of restrictions to how we can expand and religion and all that. We're going for Voltaire's Nightmare on the way, where we have to have 75 princes in the HRE. And we might also go for Meissner Porcelain, in which we have to have all the China-ware provinces in the world, which is going to be really weird with our expansion restrictions. If you don't know what these restrictions are, I go over them in the first episode of this campaign and also in the doobly-doo below. And there's a long comment by Bisa in the comments of the first video here that describes the original idea behind the campaign. We just beat Brunswick in a war that took longer and was more expensive than I wanted it to be, because we also got dragged into a war to defend the HRE, and people like Burgundy felt like they should be sending troops to me instead of, to the actual aggressors or defenders or whatever. Burgundy, unfortunately the Burgundian inheritance happened during that war, which means Burgundy just disappeared, which is why we have a bunch of Castilian land over here. And which is why we didn't get any favors with Austria for helping in the war, because the war didn't end, it just disappeared, which sucks. But hey, we have new land, we've dealt with the land, we have rebels coming up, but I think we have them somewhat under control. Magdeburg rivaled me. And I was saying I'm hoping they don't rise, because they're only in Hanover and only 6.2, but at 90% they're probably going to rise before I can do anything about them. We could get lucky here. And if not, we're just gonna have to punch their guts in. I think we're putting out the full 5 suppression here. No, we're not. Let's draw back from here. That should give us that extra suppression, yeah. Not super important to suppress the rebels at home right now. More important to keep these guys from rising, if we can. It's unlikely. We have a 4.4% chance every month for it to happen. So, yeah, it might happen. It might go to 100. It just might. We have 2 loans because of those mean Burgundians, and I do intend on paying those back. So I'm not going to build a building right now, although we probably have some interesting buildings. Yeah, that's a very good temple in Saxon. I do want to build that as soon as we can, and I probably also want that marketplace. Now, there's something to be said about funding your buildings with loans, but I don't feel like doing the math on that. Certainly, there's some return on investment point where it's worth doing, certainly, but I don't know that's where we're at. So I'm not going to do it. So, next expansion. We want to go to Brandenburg, but Brandenburg has 4 allies, which is just too many. Even if they're all small fry, 4 small fry make at least 1 big fry. So, not really interested in that. I am interested in government reform. It's not going to be a great one. The first, or the second tier of the monarchy is not great. We get 15% manpower or 10% tax and 10% less nobility influence. I do not want to reduce the influence of my nobles. And 10% tax. While our main income, it's not going to be nuts. It's going to be at most 0.3 ducats. Yeah. Just going to take the manpower. It's going to be better overall. And do keep in mind that manpower, bonus manpower, doesn't only... Well, it only affects your manpower maximum, but your manpower maximum affects the amount of manpower you recover every month. Oh, Bohemia declared 1 Brandenburg. This is interesting. Not so much... Oh, Anhalt didn't even defend. It's not so much interesting because I like the idea of Bohemia eating Brandenburg. I do not. But I'm somewhat interested. First of all, wait, what? I must have... That's... I'm confused. Are you guys as confused as I am? Because I'm really confused. How can they both be allies and at war? Oh, it's Bohemia's warning. It's just listed incorrectly. I see. So Bohemia warned us not to go to war with any neighbors of theirs, which is why they're listed down here. But it's still too funny. So what I'm looking for is Saxe-Lauenburg, Lüneburg, and Memmingen, or Memmingen to be not interested, or the Brandenburgian armies to just be devastated. Because either one would lead to me being able to declare a nice war here, I think. Now, there might not be any land left to take afterwards, which would be bad. But yeah, come through my land. Do it. It's fine. Just don't die to the Bohemians. Yeah, that's not a thing that's happening. France is now the papal controller. A black day for the church indeed. Speaking of the church, I guess I'm improving with friends. Yeah, but I also want to improve with the Pope. Make them like me. Probably a him, I guess. I might be able to deal with those Hanoverians. We pay that loan. Schlesier killing people in Lüneburg. Come back from Cologne, just so I have a diplomat ready to do things when I needed to. People are still happy to defend. Is the Brandenburgian army still alive? Yes. Lose prestige or gain less spy detection? I'm okay with reduced spy detection. It's okay. I can deal with it. One of the lesser negative effects in the game. Now we're probably only going to be able to jump on whatever's left of Brandenburg, unfortunately. But there's a chance that the Bohemians are going to give at least one province back to Brandenburg when the Emperor asks for it. And they should not be allied to the Emperor, so the Emperor should ask for it. It's a good chance. It's a good chance. I think this might overall be good for us. It's a bit scary, because it just might make Bohemia even more powerful. Ooh, Miltech. Dig it. I dig it. New unit types before we go to war. Excellent. We don't have great multipliers to our troops. None from ideas at all. So I think I'm gonna go with a mixed damage type here. Yeah, let's go with the longbows. I've explained this in an early episode in the first one where we died. Why is Liège here? Did you bring Liège? Are you allied to Liège? No. Why is Liège here? War with Bohemia, Salzburg, Liège, and Ferrara. But Bohemia is not allied to Liège, so why is Liège in this war? Are you somebody's subject, Liège? Don't think you are, right? Where are you at Liège? That's Cologne, Hesse, Trier. There you are. Just hiding in those Spaniards. Yeah, allied to Bohemia, I'm just blind. Oh, I checked Brandenburg, I need to check Bohemia. Duh. Because this war wasn't unfair enough already, they brought Liège too. Sure. Why not? Why not? Now, Lüneburg and Saxe-Lauenburg are still willing to join. Memmingen is not. Could actually call in the Bohemians on favors, but do they still have troops would be my question. If Lüneburg and Saxe-Lauenburg don't have troops anymore, Brandenburg still does. Lüneburg. It's not a rival. None troops. Saxe-Lauenburg. 6,000 troops. How afraid are we? Which one is Saxe-Lauenburg again? Is it one of these? There, Lauenburg, just next door. What do we get from fighting these miners? I am wondering if it's worth going into the war right now. It could happen that we have to fight 15,000 troops, which would be bad. Also, it would mean moving my troops from here, which would mean rebels spawning, which would suck. Let's give it some time. It's possible that the alternative would have been better. The alternative being just increasing autonomy here. Since this is already owned by a state anyway, we don't even lose all that much if we do it. It means we can go to war. I like war. Also, Saxon is no longer joining. I think this is our go. Any land we can control now is great. And yeah. I'm just gonna pop autonomy here. I'm gonna turn on the fort in Braunschweig so we don't get punked. And I'm gonna declare war on these guys. I'm gonna take Potsdam as my war goal, I think. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna try to straight up get to Potsdam. We can't take control of Altmark right now, which is sad, but it happens. Bohemia making claims on me. Also sad, but it happens. Wait, nobody's sieging Berlin? What's going on? Unfortunately, I can't stop these Brandenburgians up here. But if Bohemia doesn't want to be in this thing, then I'm more than happy to take the land. Why is there a... What is this? What is this? Hearts of Iron? That's funny. I could go for Rupin from the other side. That seems like a lot of work. I should have some more force limit now, do I? No. Probably pretty close. 4.96. If I hadn't increased the autonomy there, I would be able to field another unit. I think I will anyway. Yeah, we're gonna have to pay a slight bit of being over the force limit tax. Wait, who's attacking me? Oh, it's not me. It's not my battle. It's a battle between Bohemia and Saxe-Lauenburg. Which is fine by me. Now, Brandenburg is sending troops there. Where are you sending them? To Potsdam? Don't love that. We should keep control of this siege. How do I best do that while also kicking Potsdam's butt, Brandenburg's butt in Potsdam? I think if I detach a unit here, then we lose the siege, because it's a new unit. So if I were to detach just one guy and then move the main stack out, then I think I would lose my siege. If I do this, I will not lose my siege, but I will not be able to bring my general. But they have so little morale, I think I still do this. They lock in, I move out, I still have the siege of Berlin, yes. We take this battle, we come back from the Pope, grab all that war score, use those Bohemian troops to do my sieging for me. Are they leaving? No, they're not. Cool. This is great. Now the only wish I have, I wish I hadn't built this extra unit because I didn't need it. It's not gonna happen. But what I would really like to happen is for the guys to take back Altmark. It's probably not necessary for us, but it would be nice. We could ask for military access through Mecklenburg and try to get around. It's probably worth it if they're willing to, and they are. Please let me in. Knock knock. Get into Uckermark. I don't have a second general, do I? No. Fine, no general then. It's okay. And then we're not gonna be able to go to Neumark, even with military access, because Berlin even stops us from going through Greifswald. But could ask Bohemia for military access and take this way, which is just too funny. That's way too funny not to do. Let's go there. It's not a city place. Leave some siege. Yeah, I can call in Cologne, I know. I don't need to. Do I take this diptech? Yeah, it makes me some money. We're not super deep into the institution yet. I think it's fine to take. There's Uckermark, thank you. Also, thank you, Mecklenburg. I don't need that military access anymore. Repay my loan. Why thank you, Bohemia? Why thank you? Is there anybody else? Oh, Lüneburg is still in this war, right, but they're being besieged by Liège. Fine. There is my land in there. I'm gonna go straight to Sternberg. Because that's closer to the Brandenburgians, Bohemians. Now, one issue is going to be that we can't take Altmark. We knew that would be an issue. Oh, there's loot here. Let's grab some loot. And we have two options to dealing with that. We can wait for Bohemia to peace out, which they probably will not do, unfortunately. But if they do, that's great. You want military access? Sure. Come on in. Oh, they just pieced out Lüneburg. And what did you do to them? War reps, 10 years, trees of Brandenburg, ducats. Okay, that's fine. And Saxe-Lauenburg, inflation, fine. But now they only have Brandenburg as a war enemy. They have 22 war score, which is not going to grow. Oh, we are still at war with Lüneburg. Right. There's still stuff to gain here. Are they going to go and take Altmark? I'm going to hope that they get the idea of taking Altmark back from Bohemia. That would be the sweetest. Come on, you have a guy there. Do it. It's not even scary. Just do it. Just do it. I'm going to even remove my troops here. Look, and Liège is not going to do anything bad to you. They pieced you out. Ooh, lose stability or lose 25 legitimacy? Don't like it. I mean, we're capped on legitimacy and we're gaining a decent bunch. Yeah, I think in the long run this is better. But that hurts. That hurts. Legitimacy is very slow to gain back. Oh, you have 2 troops now? Come on, you can take Altmark. Do it. No, don't take Hanover. Hanover. I'm gonna send my troops to scare them out of my country so they maybe get the idea to run into Altmark. Seriously, not Ruppin. Don't go to Ruppin. Just go to freaking Altmark. I know I'm greedy here. I mean, it's not as if it hurts me if they don't do this, but it pains me. Yeah, they're just not interested, are they? Fine, kill you. And I will go ahead and siege them down. Re-up the war reps, maybe take some other stuff from them. Like, ducats or prestige or something. Could vassalize them this time. And meanwhile, we're just grabbing the loot that's around. It's okay. Idea time. Do let me know in the comment section if you have any ideas what any idea as to what ideas we should take. I think there are 2 main options that we have, and everything else would probably be a mistake. And these two options are humanist and religious. But since they're both admin ideas, we can't take them both one after the other. So there's at least going to be one idea group in between. And the reason I want to take humanist is that separatism is a huge problem because we cannot convert culture before separatism is gone. And we need to convert culture because before we can take more land of a culture. So we want separatism to be gone as quickly as possible. And that just doesn't work. Or that just works much better if we have -10 separatism from humanist ideas. Vassal or not vassal? Can I vassalize here? Am I allowed to? It's Westphalian culture. Would vassalizing them get included by the rules? I don't think so. Because I'm not annexing the land. But... think I want this vassal? Nobody cares too much about it. I don't think we're taking the money this time. The inflation is just not worth it. Make them end their rivalry for some extra prestige. I believe this is allowed. Do let me know, Bisa, in the comments if I'm not allowed to do this and I won't do it again. But I think this should be allowed. But do we want it? Do we want a one province minor vassal? Probably. We can never annex them and they're Westphalian culture, but otherwise we can't take them either. It's just land we're never going to get. So, question is, vassal gives us extra manpower right now, or extra people, which is good for us. I believe we have the relations. Yeah, not a lot, but we have one relation slot left. Of all the vassals I could take, is this the one? I mean, I would like Hamburg. But that's going to be tough, fighting the Trade League and all. Bremen would also be nice, but that's again Trade League. Hamburg or Bremen allied to anybody? Bremen and Lübeck. That doesn't help. Riga, Hamburg, Oldenburg. Yeah, that doesn't help. I think this is okay. It's so rough. Because I don't know how to strategically play this best. With the new set of rules. And in the long run, having this vassal is just going to be a pain because we can never get rid of it. We're always going to have to pay for having the vassal. And it's not going to be worth much. In the short run, we get extra troops. We can send officers, make them stronger, make them a march because we can't annex them anyway. We get an extra general from them. And they won't join wars against me. All of which is cool. No, I think in the spirit of our federation, we're not doing this. We're not vassalizing these guys. We're just gonna have them understand that they pay me war reparations and that they give me that prestige and that they don't give me ducats because no, and that's fine. That's okay. We're a federation, we're nice to each other. Get out. So now the only question remains, do we keep on sitting this war or not? And it's almost certainly incorrect to do. To stay. Damnation! Now we could just do and we have the claim on Altmark, and it's sad that we can't take it. But in theory we could do this. Return Brandenburg or turn them into a one province minor. We can't take them all of their land anyway. I mean, we can't do this because some people might care. But it would technically be an option. How much can I take without completely annoying everybody? Oof, not a lot. Not a whole lot. Just Potsdam and Berlin? Still no. I mean, even if we wait for the monthly tick here, so we can get rid of Augsburg, Cleves and all that, there's still just so many people who are absolutely annoyed by me taking a tiny bit of land. It's just Berlin, for frick's sake. I want it. Gives it to me. It's even in my note. I absolutely want it. Now, if I were to wait a whole dang time in this war, technically we can get rid of all these people's aggressive expansion in time. We could start improving with outraged people. Wait a couple of years. How is my downtick on AE anyway? 2.5 at the moment. Modified by what again? I think it hurts that I have low legitimacy, right? Is that how that works? There is a improve relations modifier somewhere in here. Improve relations, which is plus 26. That's just prestige in marriages, so if you married more people, that would help. And wasn't there a thing I could do to have more improved relations? Is that a quest thing? Acquire subjects. Oh, this is not it. Is the improved relations guy? No. I feel like there was something I could have done for better improved relations. It's not a decision. Huh. I don't see it. Except for marrying more people. Who are we not married to? Who of my allies did not marry me? I am not allied to Cologne or Austria. No, I'm just not allied to Cologne. I think I can't marry. And I don't think I can marry Cologne because they're a theocracy, right? Yep. Can't do it. Archbishopric. I really want Berlin. I would even take Berlin without Potsdam, but I can't, obviously. If the Bohemians got out of this war, then we could maybe take Altmark and Potsdam. I do love a good story. Humanist ideas don't help here, right? No. Well, they do help, but very late. Wait, how are there 8k guys? Guys? Be safe, guys. Or they're still being hunted down by Bohemians. It's kind of funny. I really want Berlin. Oh, no, I do not want this to happen at all. They're gonna run, right? If I come, they're not running. I guess we're gonna have to fight the Saxons in woods with the river advantage on their side. They're not Saxons, but you know. Why do I keep calling people what I am? That is what they call a stack wipe in my country. What an improved relation. That's so expensive though. Can't afford that, can I? No. The answer is no. I'm paying for the fort in Berlin, right? Oh, they pieced out. It doesn't help with the fact that I want Berlin, but it does mean that I can at least take Altmark. Oh, and have that fort mothballed because I'm greedy. I mean, it happens. Greed happens, people. Greed happens. Let's have a look at what a peace for just the 2 claimed provinces would mean. It still means people will scream bloody murder. But I'm not going to go for just 1 province here, right? It doesn't seem like a thing. So this would be minus 63 at the top, and this would be minus... So it's 4, so it's 2 years difference? I mean, 2 years is a long time. I could start sending people out to improve it, like Bremen and Brunswick and Dithmarschen and Hamburg, to slowly remove these people from the list, while at the same time dropping down aggressive expansion. I'm just very unsure whether it's good to stick in here so long. Of course I could just come back later, right? That's totally an option. But the Bohemian peace deal is not long. It's 8 years. And my peace deal, if I just took Potsdam, which I can't check now because I just sent everybody away, come back, diplomat. If I just took Potsdam in the peace, I would have a peace deal until 68. And your truce was until 70. Okay, so we could come back before Bohemia can. So we could come in for seconds, which is cool. We would not be able to do anything else in the peace deal. We would just be able to take Potsdam. We're not going to go for humiliation. We're not going to break up their alliances, but they don't have any anymore. It's actually tempting. Maybe we do just take Potsdam. Taking Potsdam also allows us to claim Berlin for the next time round. Yeah, I think this is fine. We just need them to not die to Poland or ally Poland. Either of which would be bad. Yeah, alternatively we're just sitting in this peace for... and this war for another... how many years? If I were to do this? 63, so we need to drop 13. We drop 2.5 a month, so that's 5 years, 6 years. So at the same time we would have a peace deal now, we would be sitting just there waiting for aggressive expansion to take down. And in the meantime, we're at war and taking all the negatives from that. And they're going to be rebellions there. Yeah. I've convinced myself. I'm just going to take Potsdam. Fine. Give me this. Stop crying. Still not happy that I didn't take Berlin. Can't take Manhattan. Didn't take Berlin. Get me that core and then put a cut in here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything to say, there's always that comment section that I do enjoy. So enjoy interacting with you in. I also like splitting my infinitives. And if you have ideas what to take here other than humanist ideas, if you have ideas for the second idea group I should take after taking humanist ideas, because I'm pretty sure I'm going humanist first, or, you know, an alternative to religious ideas with all our limitations, then do let me know about that. And if you have ideas about how I should have dealt with this expansion problem that we have, then let me know about that as well. Oh no, this is fine. Whew. I thought we made a mistake. I thought we made a giant mistake by taking Potsdam, and we would now be locked into a 15 year of not being able to take land from these guys again because of the culture. But it's Saxon. Of course it's Saxon. It's all Saxon land. It's all mine. So it's all fine. We can take all this land. It's ours by right. So we're good. We good. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.